can make me a believer. Even if that shit ain't true. Oh, I'm a brother. Maybe I'll kill for you. Hi, from California. How are you? I'm not very good at baking. That's wonderful to know. You think so, really? I don't think so. Why do you think so? Toodles. Stop, Simba. My cat's tail. Hi, from Cali. Hi, from Austin. Are you confused about a relationship, separation, somebody in here? Hello, King Ryan. How are you? I know, the cat's tail, it's ridiculous, right? It's just sweeping your screen. It's like ASMR. Devil Paranormal 666. That's a pretty interesting name. I'd love to know more about that one. Is Donnie the random account watching my story? Tarot time, go please. What do you mean? Mom? Maybe. There might be missing one somewhere or other. For questions, you gotta like at least the live. You can't just ask a question without liking it. Oh my god, I love this song. Good evening, good morning, hello. Like the live? Okay, there we go. Sylviana. You got what answer? Alright, so Sylviana, is Giovanni happy since you separated? Yes. Is Donnie the random account watching my story for Sienna? No. How do you want me? You're welcome. You want me? How do you want me? You're really beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate that. Tarot, I've never done that, but am intrigued, kind of. Oh, interesting. Well, let's do a reading for you. Are you able to call in? Like, are you able to go live? Hello. Will I ever meet Lisa in person? Will I ever meet Lisa in person? No. No. Oh, you can't? Well, we could do it in here if you want. Since it's your first time. Yay! 1.4 likes. Woo! Everything is pretty well, thank you. How about yourself? And hello, Raina. How do you want me? How do you want me? How do you want me? That's what you thought, Eric? Okay. Teach me, oh wise me. Just kidding. We have to wear a mask to do that. We have to wear a mask to do what? Marry me. I'm already taken, thank you. Love your eyes. Thank you. My cat eyes. I've only been on a TT a week, so can't live either. What's that? Where are you from, Cali? Okay, so Red Dragon. Let's do a reading for you. I'm just going to do a general one. Yeah, like just general, like what's going on in your life currently. Oh, RTT is Rapid Transformational Therapy. I'm a Rapid Transformational Therapist, and I'm also a hypnotherapist. Yes, certified for both. Oh, TT is TikTok. Okay. I was like scared to read it. I didn't know if you were trying to get me to say something that I shouldn't be saying. I'm from Missouri to start, if that matters. Okay. You look cool as fuck. Thank you. I think I am. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully. Stick around, we'll find out. No. Alright, so Red Dragon. Let's see what's going on in your world. Want me? How do you want me? Red Dragons. You're getting pretty impatient about some obstacles that you've been dealing with when it comes to the amount of work that you've been putting towards finding balance in your world in order to be able to start fresh or to start on like a new adventure, like a new experience. Right now, currently, you're manifesting it. You're trying to, at least. But you've dealt with some mistakes or maybe an illness of some sort, but mostly like just like wishes not being fulfilled fast enough. Thanks, that's an old pick. I'm 43 now. What do you mean? Well, okay, so tell me if I'm on point so far. Red Dragon. Hi there. Howdy. Okay, so will Ellen ever send me the gift she promised me? Will Ellen ever send Eric the gift that she promised him? Yes, but it's going to be delayed. It's one of my favorite songs. It's like what it's like in my world. It's pretty close. I'm dealing with having to have my pancreas. Oh, there's the illness. Okay. Okay. So does an illness. Alright, let's go. Keep going. I have to put my psychic shield down. Yeah, that is helpful to do. Are you doing any card pull, like general? Yes. Right now, I was just doing a quick one for Red Dragon because it's his first time ever getting one. And then after that, I can be doing it for whatever you can contribute. Likes, a gift, Cash App, whatever you want to contribute. Just some conversation, whatever. And I'm doing yes or no's for free throughout the whole time. I'm here, dude. Hi. Go and sing. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Alright, so Red Dragon. It was your first time too? Alright, I'll do a quick one for you too. Alright, Red Dragon, there's some type of like devil energy that you're not quite ready to get over. Here's the thing. You need to trust in your intuition when it comes to what you're going to do. Your truth is your truth, and you know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly what is going to happen. You also know that your mom did not do what she needed to do. You know that she was not, she didn't get her life together the right way in order to overcome the situation. And you do have the capability to, because you've learned from her mistakes for one, and she's guiding you for two. She just came out right now. You're deceiving yourself in feeling fearful, because you know that you are a very strong, solid, practical person. Don't have weak moral boundaries. Don't let yourself feel like you're not strong. Don't let your focus on your work, enjoy your employment, enjoy yourself, and do your self-work that you need to do. A medium at large. You are manipulating yourself right now, Red Dragon, with the fear. Hold on. I love that joke, though. Okay, so Red Dragon. I can take Red Dragon. Okay, so Red Dragon. Is there any important date that's tied between... Now, give or take a week on these dates, but anywhere between March 1st through 10th or September 2nd through 11th? Again, give or take a week on those. So...
It's your time to make a greater impact. U.S. Army Reserve.
Red Dragon. Hi. No way. I'm waiting for Red Dragon to answer. Never go away. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Hey, I like your name, Jack Doggo. Yeah, okay, let me finish with Red Dragons first, if he's in here still. You guys know each other? Outside, I can find my fears. Isn't it lovely? All alone, in a glass, my mind of stone. Good morning, Amber. Hope your night went well. Thank you. You too. You know NorCal? Nope, I'm all SoCal. I've never been up there. Thank you for the roses, Rebecca. And thank you for the follow. You're very lovely. Thank you. Okay, well, since Red Dragon's not answering, I guess I will move on. Okay, so. Who was the next one that I said? Get out of here. What's your go-to bed fit? I love your vibe. No, I've never been to Reno. I've been to Sacramento once. That's it. Okay, so rock, paper, scissors. I'm just kidding. No, we'll let the pendulum choose. It is Lovely by Billie Eilish and Khalid. Okay, so we've got Chris or Milan. Emlon. So Emlon next. Chris next. All right, Emlan, you're up. And then Chris. I'm in Florida and it's raining. I want to sleep, but had some bad realistic dreams I could feel. Oh. Did I come in late? What were the dreams about? Because dreams are usually not, when they seem bad, they're usually not as bad as what they appear. Spirit just talks to us in kind of a freaky way. That's probably why a lot of us in the spiritual community like seem so dark, you know, because the spirit has a very dark personality. I used to have horrible nightmares, like night terrors, where I felt like I was awake in them, and it was like a Freddy Krueger movie. But now I know what they meant, and now they don't happen the same way. So depending on what your dream was, I could tell you, because I do some dream interpretation. What does a life coach do exactly? I understand a life coach, like you coach a person's life. I'm just okay. So basically, this is how I work as a life coach. I had a very flavorful past. Okay, I've had a very colorful past. I've been through basically a lot, every layer of life that you could probably think of, and out of that, I've climbed on my own to the certifications and the skills and the life that I have now. And so what I do as a life coach is I work as actually a relationship mediator. I work as a rapid transformational therapist, which I'm certified in. I work as a certified hypnotherapist. I work as a master Reiki healer, so that's energy healing. And I do tarot. And so basically what I do is take whatever the person's struggle is that they're going through and fix it, or give them the tools to fix it. And I also do a lot of perspective coaching to rewire the way that you're perceiving your reality so you can actually handle it in a more logical, strategic way. Mr. Mittens, his name's Simba. Whatever, struggling with alcoholism. How do you stop being an empath, or at least block it? Okay, so if you're being an empath, or if you are an empath, you need to just dissociate from the emotions. You need to understand which ones are yours and which ones aren't yours. So if there's somebody that comes into a room and you notice that your mood changes, you need to label that emotion as their name so that you are not the one that's actually interpreting it as your own. That's a huge thing. Also, you need to start projecting outward of positive, because as an empath you also have the ability to feed people positive energy and transmute their negative energy into positive. So you need to understand that it's never personal when people are taking things towards you, or when you're feeling some type of way. What it is energetic, and you have the power to transform that inside of you and push it back out as something else and change the vibe of the entire room once you get strong with it. Nice and torn apart. I have PTSD. Okay, so rapid transformational therapy can actually help with PTSD. It's actually one of the therapeutic techniques that is suggested for PTSD. I'm spiritual but don't like too much push and fast journey, which leads to a lot of changes in less time. Yes. Once you open up that door, it goes very fast for a lot of people. And I think that's kind of like how you get weeded out between the ones that are serious and not serious about doing it, maybe. But I also see it as a benefit because it purges the negative out so quickly that you actually are able to reset. Because if you take too much time doing things like that, like life changes, you'll end up psyching yourself out or getting stuck. So sometimes making everything get turned up right on the same night is exactly what needs to happen for you to actually be willing to make that journey. I ended up here with you randomly. I wasn't looking. Well, welcome. Thank the For You page, right? I'd love to hear what you're hearing about me. Okay, so who was I doing right now? I'm going to do one card for each of you guys. So whoever says your name, or whatever, say your name and whatever. Yeah, just say your name. Okay, so Emlan. Emlyn. Either a betrayal happened with a masculine energy that was like real domineering, or somebody passed away who was a masculine energy too. This could be that you feel like you betrayed yourself, but here's the deal. Your Wheel of Fortune right now is in reverse because of your need to work on yourself right now. Don't get trapped in like work, get trapped in working in yourself, because there is something that you need to release about. You love me? Oh, the name. Hello. You've got a new income coming for you. Maybe this is... Okay, so with that new income, you need to be able to you need to focus on how to clean up yourself so that you can take this opportunity with this new income after this betrayal from this masculine. Or this death of the masculine. I'm not sure which one it is. Okay, so Chris. Chris, you're manifesting right now new skills. Or you were trying to manifest new skills right now, but it looks like you're feeling trapped because of a false love. Hold on. A lot of cards came out. You feel kind of like you imprisoned yourself, like you kept yourself locked away because of the boundaries that you put up, and it's caused in order to try to like find happiness, but it led you to a false love, which led you to displeasure, a lack of moral boundaries, and you trying to take a new start, but it happened in a way that it was very selfish, or like boldly, courageously toxic for yourself. Like you're almost like you're almost chaotic right now, and that's... And it's causing a lot of impatience. So a job change equals new income. Yes. Okay, so next we've got Kilt. Maybe I should kill myself. Blame it on the ADD. Kilt. Kilt, you're deceiving yourself right now with your truth about your ability to, about why you're running away from something, or why you're falling into like workaholism, maybe even an illness that you're dealing with, but you feel like there's bad news coming, or you feel like you've been dealing with bad news when it comes to being able to commit, or betrayals in a commitment, but maybe even betrayal from spirit if you're religious. But this is you keeping yourself trapped. It's depression. You need to look into ways to talk about depression. Holy shit. Yes, Chris, what? Wow, that's kind of true, I think. Can I have one more? Yes, you can. Hello, how are you? Just let me get through the rest of the people first real quick, okay? Alright, so... Sherry. No, wait. That's not the beginning of the list. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, so Sherry. Sherry, you're dealing with a displeasure in your own healing. You're trying to overcome this, but it is surrounding a false love and your sorrow because of it. There is divine judgment that's being cast on the situation. It's not for you to need to judge. However, the way that your new adventure, or the new start that you're going to have, or that progress forward that you're going to experience, the way that that's going to play out depends on what energy you're putting out right now. So whatever you reap is what you sow. So if you're staying trapped in, feeling sad for yourself, or feeling like sorrow, and like feeling like loss, or feeling loneliness, then it's going to bring you loneliness. You need to show that the universe that you deserve the attention, the love, and the affection, and the true love, so you can actually manifest that true love into you. So don't let yourself feel displeasure in your healing process, because all healing processes are painful. It doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong, and it doesn't mean that it's taking too long. Just go with the flow and let it happen naturally, and don't let yourself feel indecisive about your ability to get out of that restlessness or that trapped mind. Thank you for the follow. You're really in touch, 100% believe it. Thank you. And you're welcome, Sherry. Let me see who's next. Oh, thank you for the roses. And I'm sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring you guys. It's just because I'm kind of like zone out when I'm doing. Okay, so who is next? Okay, so Tyson, I think, was it? Yeah, Tyson. Tyson, and then Wes. And I'm all the way scrolled up on my comments right now, so I cannot see any of the new ones yet. So, just so you guys know. Tyson. Tyson, right now you feel like you're stagnant, or like you're being punished by being stuck in one place or being on a standstill type deal. You're not. It's actually a blessing. It's a blessing that you're missing from the universe. This stagnancy, this standstill, or this punishment, or this like maybe even jail time, like you know, some type of like feeling where you are being refined in one spot and you're not making any progress. This is a time that is actually giving to you as a blessing. You need to look at what is actually being handed to you, and it's a new love. There is a new proposal coming from this situation. You need to stop focusing on the third parties or the party atmosphere or the support from friends that might be toxic, and or like the, you know, going out and stuff like that. Like, there is an actual love, true love being handed to you, a new proposal from the universe, but you're missing it because you're sitting here pouting about the fact that you don't have the social atmosphere, or like the availability of what you think would be the blessing. But sometimes our blessings and our prayers get answered in ways that we don't actually think will be the actual answer, but it is. Hello. These are really good one-card readings. Thank you. Some of them have had like 2 cards pop out or 3 cards, but it's meaning to be only 1 card. I'm shuffling for 1 card, but I'm just saying whatever comes out. Chris, gonna die soon. Please read my daughter's needs. What? What's going on, Chris? Oh, your battery. I was like, what? Like, that's a big twist. Okay. Alright, I'll do yours real quick for them, Chris. Even though I'm sure you have a charger. Kilt, I am a workaholic perfectionist. I can no longer do the quality I demand, but everyone loves my work. Oh, and here's the thing, you guys. Literally, I get, like, it's like channeled amnesia. So when I'm doing these quick reads, I'm not going to remember your reading after I say it. So make sure you're listening, because I genuinely, like, I won't remember the... I kind of... It's like automatic talking. Okay? Thank you for that. You were so dead on with that. You're welcome. Whoa, I thought I just rolled into something really intense. Yeah, about the death thing? Yeah. Okay, so, you're very welcome. Okay, so Chris, your daughter's needs, is that what your question was? I'm just late for work and have absolutely no business being behind the wheel. Why do you have no business behind the wheel? And are you currently driving? Your daughter needs to rebirth. Oh wow, oh my gosh, I wish I was married to a beautiful lady like you. Oh, thank you. Your daughter needs to rebirth from... She needs somebody to come and be her prince in shining armor right now because of a false happiness or misplaced trust. With a connection. This was just a real quick follow-up for Chris, I think. I think that's who it was. Yeah, Chris. Because his phone was about to die. Is this the third boss in cards? What does that mean? Well, Spirit will always bring you into what you need to know, or where you need to be, with who you need to be with. So hopefully we can help you get to work safely, right? But I don't know, never mind. I missed your comment if you said something. Okay, so I'm not sure who is in here still, so resend your names for the people that I didn't do a reading yet for. Because I don't want to do it for people that aren't in here, so. I do. Yeah, send your name. Everybody send your names that are still in here that weren't one. Yes, send your name. Okay, so Wes, Aaron, Bishop. Wes, Aaron, Bishop, and Kevin. And please, everybody that's in here, like the live while you're in here, while I'm doing them. Okay, so Wes. Wes, it's time for you to make a new start. Don't let the displeasure of your healing journey hold you back. Also, don't let the feeling of like, you need to have hope. If you feel like you're being breadcrumbed in a situation, or things are taking too long, or you're getting over something that you need to get over, like an addiction or something like that, or like you've got a displeasure in your ability to start fresh, you don't need to. You don't need to. If it's taking a long time, it's for a reason. It's because it needs more time to be able to manifest what's actually proper for you. Right now, you are dealing with a bit of materialism when it comes to feeling disappointed and working on a team with somebody. That's all it is. It's your own mind getting a hold of you because it's taking too long. But this is going to be a slow and steady journey to the top, but you're getting there. So keep going forward. Don't let it get a hold of you. Okay, so Wes, Aaron. Ooh. Aaron, are you a... I can't tell in your picture. You're a guy, right? Okay, so there's a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be an actual feminine, but it is somebody that's codependent. Somebody that is maybe fearing being stolen from even. You know, there's a lot of discord surrounding this, and maybe even jealousy. It does have to do with a separation. You're both out of your normal divine masculine and divine feminine side, or it's time to rebirth. Overcome any addictions that you may have. There may be a return of an old friend, and also it's time for you to get over that pessimism, because that pessimism can be just as big of an addiction as a drug, or like feeling sad or feeling depressed can be just as trapping as a drug can. Okay? Amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, so who's after Aaron? Who is next? Bishop. And like the live, you guys. Like it. Like it. You're welcome. Thank you. Alright, so Bishop. Bishop, you're dealing with a fear of change because of the fear of judgment. There's a lot of delays because of a masculine who's trying to control things in a way that is not being reciprocated well. Thank you. Take the shirt. You do have a new income or a new project or a new opportunity coming for you. But you're failing to complete the cycle that you need to complete in order to receive this blessing. That's the cycle. It's time for you to rebirth past the bad news because you're bringing it upon yourself at this point with this situation. Hi from Maine. Hi from Cali. Texas, hold on. Let's go. I got 4,000 ready. I'm down. Not for 4,000. It's time for you to use your talents. Bishop. About right. Thanks for the real. You're very welcome. And it's also time for you to get a new love. They will come hand in hand. Okay, so who was next? We had, okay, Bishop. Kevin, are you still in here? And then Hayes and Mark, are you guys still in here? Kevin, awesome. Hayes, awesome. Mark, awesome. Alright, so we're gonna do Kevin. Shit, that was more about Raven than I expected. Wow, thanks. You're very welcome. Thank you for the gifts. Oh, those are so pretty. The butterflies. Alright, so Kevin. Kevin, you feel like you're getting breadcrumbed in the situation, but you're the one that holds the key. You know that there's delays and stagnancy. You know that there's things that are getting in the way. There's obstacles, and it's getting really frustrating for you. And it's causing you to kind of like want to immaturely take your route towards your responsibilities with an unjust way, like a separation maybe. But it could just be like an injustice. Like maybe it's even something illegal, like who knows. But there's some type of like discord going behind the approach that you're taking towards your responsibilities because of that feeling of like breadcrumbness or like obstacles that are burdening. But it's really important for you, Kevin, to realize that you already went through this period of resting, your rest and recovery period. You've gone through it. You also come out of that and you took a very reckless approach towards the situation because you were living in the past still with a feminine who is very she's not domesticated very well, let's put it that way. But it's your time. It's your turn. You have the courage to rise now. Don't miss the opportunity. Okay. So now we've got Hayes. You're welcome. You're awesome. Thank you. Hayes. Hayes, you've been delaying dealing with your responsibilities. You've been taking time a little bit long on your resting and recovering phase. That is something that you've been kind of using as a way of delaying your responsibilities. However, it's time now it's time for you to take a very rapid lifestyle change. It's going to be something that needs to happen quickly. It's going to be something that is going to be transformational, and it needs to be directed towards your truth of the situation. Whatever your most truthful, like, this is what I deserve outcome is. It does have to do with fighting something off that you used to do in the past that was causing you to feel like a toxic relationship, basically. So you've come out of the toxic relationship. Don't avoid the responsibilities of doing whatever you need to do to heal that life and to transform it. You never made it to work? Ah! Maybe today wasn't a work day then. Maybe today's a day to work on yourself. Maybe it's a you day. Thank you for the follow. Alright, and then now we've got Mark. It's your turn. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, that was wild. Honestly, I'm currently trapped in a narcissistic relationship. Yeah, and if any of you want to do a full reading so I can get, like, you know, a game plan out for you or something like that, you know, like, or like advice on what to do next or what to do, like, what would be your best route or what you're missing or what you need to learn, like, more than welcome to go to my website, AmberEnergyHealer.com, and schedule one. You can also go to premium.chat. I think my thing's mirrored, but if you screenshot it, you can probably unmirror it. But these are all ways to get a hold of me. Let's get them on the screen, kind of. There we go. Yes, you, Mark. Mark, right now you're dealing with impatience, obstacles, and a lack of ambition when it comes to enjoying your employment and also enjoying your self-healing. I do see you possibly being trapped a little bit in the past, stuck in the past. This may have to do with children that you might no longer have with you. It could also have to do with some other type of family misfortune, but it's heavily affecting your happiness. You're cursed. You're not cursed, you're impatient. Here's the thing. Whatever you've done in the past, whatever choices that you made that didn't work out, they worked out still. You have to look at it like this. If you're learning a new sport, right, and you've got a coach and you're learning a new sport, right, that's life. And at that point, you have to acquire the skills. You have to learn the game. You have to learn how to beat your opponents. You have to study your opponents. You have to study yourself. You have to work out. You have to do hard work. Going to the gym and doing hard work is not easy. Training a new sport is not easy. It's very defeating. Most of the time, it's very defeating the entire time, a lot of times. And your coach is screaming at you the whole time, telling you what to change, right? Sounds a lot like life. So when we're dealing with things in life, we're going to lose games. We're going to take longer than others to learn a skill. We're going to be the best player or the worst player on the team at times. But what it's about is getting right back in the game and loving it for what it is, for the sport that you love. Because you want to love your life. Because you want to be that best. You want to be the MVP. You want to climb the scales. You want the crowd cheering for you. And in the meantime, you know for a fact on your way up, they're not going to be. So with life, you can't take it any more personally than that. The universe is your coach. When it throws hard things at you, that's going to the gym. That's having you run extra laps because you were late. That's having you do these extra drills. That's having you do the, all the crap that you don't want to do, but you know that at the end of the day, that hard coach, the one that was a dick the entire time, the one that wasn't letting you get away with stuff, the one that was making you do all this extra, all the extra for everything that you messed up on, the one that was screaming in your face, that's the one that you appreciate at the end, because that's the one that made you good. And when you look back, that's the one that you're going to be like, I respect that guy. And that's what the universe is to you. There's a reason why when people go into the military, they get screamed at and treated like crap by their drill sergeants. They want them strong. Or when you go to a gym and you've got a personal trainer. Or when all of these times you've got people, when it's a physical thing, we handle it much differently because we're trying to push ourselves physically. But when it becomes a mental thing, we start taking it personally because that's our identity. But it doesn't have to be. Because everything changes. You change, the day changes, other people changes, your emotions change. And your perception can change all of that on the drop of a dime. So if you can allow yourself to go through the hardships and these obstacles and all of that crap that's getting thrown at you and understand that that means that you are strong enough to battle that crap because you're still here. No matter what hard stuff has happened to you, you're still here. Which means you are strong, and it doesn't mean that you have bad luck because you're still here. Bad luck would have defeated you a long time ago. I can't help it. I think it's personal. And and it's very hard for some people not to. But the best way to look at it is to find where it was a blessing in these things that went bad. Where it actually works for you. The universe is always working for you if you let it. But you have to let it. You have to look for it. Like, for instance, one of the things, you believe that? Yeah. Because it makes no sense. Like when people say the world is against them, right? Like, I'm not saying that you say that, but some people will say that, right? Because they feel really down and out about their lives. And I'm mostly just saying this because everybody in the room needs to hear it right now, I feel. When people say that, what they're not realizing is that makes no sense for the universe. The universe naturally has a life rhythm to it, a balance to it. What sense would it make for the universe to be polluting itself with negative experiences that weren't meant to help? That's like somebody giving themselves cancer. That's like somebody giving themselves, that makes no sense. What it's doing is it's trying to strengthen its individual pieces. Am I a bad person? I could ask my pendulum. I don't know you. Is Josie a bad person? No, you are not. You may have done bad things, but that doesn't mean anything to you as a person. Because the second that you're done doing whatever that bad thing is, you have the opportunity to do it different the next time. That means that your opportunity to rebirth is right then and there. Why do you know you are? Oh my God, I love this song. Strange what desire make foolish people do. I go to Bridges just to set it on fire. Somebody like you. Why am I not important? Why do you think you're not important? Why do you think you're a bad person, James? The 311 song, Beautiful Disaster, comes to mind for that. And that's like my song. With you. I can't make anyone happy. Can you make yourself happy? Who's Chris Isaac? right, Josie. First, you need to make yourself happy. Because if you don't know how to make yourself happy, then you're going to be not able to connect with other people to make them happy. Oh, this is a cover song? It is a really good song. I have no idea. I didn't know it was covering. Whoever's in the comments, I think they know. So, I think it's Chris Isaac. What's wrong with me? I really appreciate you putting things in the way that I hadn't thought of it in that way before. You're very welcome. Anytime. Yeah, it's called Wicked Games. And I guess it was originally by Chris Isaac. I'm not even sure who that is. But I will definitely look up that after. Hi, doll. Hi. Back in the 90s, yeah. Learn something new every day. I've only ever heard this version. Thank you. And Josie, the reason that you're not feeling important by other people is because you need to make sure that you know that you are the one that's important first. Because the energy that you put out into the universe is what you're going to get back. So if you're focused on making everybody else happy, then the universe is like, okay, I guess she's fine. We don't need to worry about her. She's worried about everybody else, so she's already got it. She's already got what she needs. She's okay how she is. And they won't give you that because it's not what you're requesting. It's not what you're needing. It's not what you're showing that you believe in. So first things first, and this goes for anybody. If you're in a relationship, if you're single, if you're whatever, if you feel like the other person is always winning and you feel like they're the one that's always happy and you're miserable, then that means that you are probably somebody that's a real big giver and not a big taker and not a big feeling like you deserve her. So that's where it needs to shift, is that internal knowing that you are important, or that internal knowing of how to make you happy. Because how can anybody else make you happy if you don't know how to make you happy? Yes, you put your mask on first. Yes, I actually have a video about that. You have to. Because without it, you're not helping anybody, because you'll both go down. Sure, it seems like it's supportive, but if you're not stable first and able to give out of that stability, then you're going to be the weak link when it comes to them relying on you, because you never know when you'll end up giving up. The inside you always stay the same. No, you don't always stay the same on the inside. You die without it. I am the scapegoat. You know what that means? That you are important. The scapegoat in the family is the one that everybody else relies on to feed off the energy of. That means you have the brightest energy out of everybody. That also means that you're the most resilient. That also means that you're the strongest. So now it's about harnessing those powers and getting out of the toxic situation and knowing that you don't need to be that scapegoat anymore. You need to learn your true inner power. You are something that people need. If you can't love yourself, how can you ever love anyone else, right? Your soul will never change. Your soul will acquire new aspects to it, and it will, kind of like a prism, but there's very multifaceted for that. Amber, you're really nice. You're a better person than I am. Only because you're saying that. You've got every opportunity. It's the healer, sweet girl, yeah. And we are the backbones. Yeah, the scapegoats, yeah. That's what people... That's what a lot of people seem to, not be told in a lot of these coaching things, too, that I've seen. A lot of them want you to think that you're a victim, and you're not. You're not. You know why? Because you are the strongest out of the two people. Because in order to be a victim of somebody else, that means that they saw you as a threat. That means that they saw you as something that they could never be, and it triggered them. You had something that they needed. So they need you. You don't need them. I would have said some mean shit. My patience is short. We are the warriors. Yes. Our souls are eternal. I have an ancient soul. Oh, yes. I very much agree with that. I believe in that, too. And you know what? Me, about 8 years ago, I might have had a different reaction to some things. I might have, like... But that's the beauty of life. It's a great journey to go through the different stages, because then you understand each of the different types. Me personally, I've had a very bad temper my entire life. I've been very short-fused. I've been a drug addict. I've been a criminal. I've been homeless. I've been rich. I've been abusive. I've also been abused very heavily. There's not much that I haven't done, which is why I'm able to understand the different facets of reality that people are dealing with. It does not mean that I'm trapped in any of those circumstances forever. Just because it was at one point part of my identity does not mean ever that I need to choose it to be tomorrow. So absolutely beautiful and so smart. Thanks for being there for us. You're very welcome. Anytime. That's my job. Are my emotions valid? I don't want absolutes anymore. Of course your emotions are valid. Your emotions are always valid. The thing that might not be valid is your actions that are taken from the emotions. But the emotions should always be felt and always be respected and always be released properly and handled with care. Are you holding the tower? What do you mean holding the tower? Like in my hand? We grow. Yes, you grow and you learn. Every single experience. You are not that same person that you were yesterday because you had all these experiences along the way that have altered you, even the slightest bit. Even on our actual molecular cellular structure. I think it's 7 years, our entire body has regrown into a new body. All of the cells that were the old cells have died off and replaced themselves with new ones. And that's how things like energy medicine and that's how things like frequencies and things like that are able to help us, because we can train the new cells coming in to have a different intention or a different vibration than what the previous ones had, because they shed all the time. I love how you put things in perspective. Thank you. And a lot of the time, it's about accountability, to be perfectly honest. Good morning. Good morning, darling. Good morning. Yes, we change every 7 years. Yeah, and some parts of us even faster, like our blood. You've got your blood filtering through in 24 hours. You could be changing the way that you would respond to love, because every part of our body carries a different emotion as well. So every injury that you've had has been manifested because of whatever emotion you're dealing with at that time. Every illness, same thing. And so you can even heal from an illness very quickly. Like I was getting a horribly sore tonsil on the side 2 days ago because I wasn't being heard where I live. Like the people that around here weren't listening to me about some things that were really important to me, and it made my throat go so sore so quick. And then once I talked to them about it, it's better the next day. You can literally, just by releasing the emotion, release the physical pain. I was accountable for my actions. You don't understand why I can't be understood. I have a disability, and sometimes it is hard for me not to feel down or lonely. Any advice with that? Okay, so with a physical, what's your disability? Every 7 years, my dad is to a California court too. Oh, exactly, right? Yeah, and your criminal history. Oh, I have BPD. Yeah, I am very much have BPD. I actually clinically have CPTSD, PTSD, BPD, anxiety, obviously, chronic depression, and dyslexia. um, oh, you're legally blind? I could see why that would be lonely. My advice for you, do you listen to music a lot? There's a saying, sorry about my cat's butt. I was born with it. Okay, so you just don't know any different. Interesting. So here's my advice for that. Even though I don't know what it's like to be blind. But my advice on the perspective of it would be this. There is a quote that I think is attributed to Anubis, I'm not sure. But it says, when you can't go out, go within. My cat showed up just in time. He reminds me of Biscuit. Aw. So if you can't go out, go within. That's the quote that came to mind with this situation with the blindness, okay? When you are meant to be somebody who can feel, and you're meant to be somebody that can hear, and you're meant to be somebody that can just sense and, like, you know, have everything about you heightened except for your sight, then that really leaves you with a huge, huge blessing. Because most people wish that they could unsee what they've seen. But most people also remember what they feel. So the only thing that you're, at some point in life, a part of me had entered, vice versa, because of water. Yeah, water is God, I think. I'm split. Oh yeah, if you guys want to get into my mental health issues, we can definitely do that. If you guys want to talk about that in a minute. I don't want to remember. I can't. Yeah, I remember maybe about 20% of my life. Out of my whole life. Sometimes my memories change per day. Like, I'll forget some memories and I'll remember other memories. And that's a blessing in itself as well. For the same reason that the sight is a blessing in itself. Because sometimes you don't need to know what you're looking at to know what it feels like. And sometimes it's most important to be able to be in tune with yourself and to have trust in the world blindly than it is to be able to be fearful of what you see coming for you. You really need to date me? Huh, thanks. If you can't get through it, get over it. Yeah, no. If you can't get over it, get through it, is the way that it's supposed to be. Fear is the mind killer, yes. And the kidney killer. Will Brian ever trust in a woman again? You're not dumb. It's interesting that you phrased it that way because that's the way that I believe that you would perceive it. It's just your subconscious typing that up. Everything that people say is for a reason. Will Brian ever trust a woman again? I'm not getting an answer, Brian. Do you trust me? Do you trust what I'm saying right now? Do you trust me, Josie? Awesome. Right. Thank you for listening and for your suggestions about my blindness. And, you know, I'm sure there's a lot more that I could say. It's just, I'm not sure what type of advice you're looking exactly to hear. I'm not sure reading. Whatever you feel like it's worth. I do trust you, weirdly enough. Well, then it looks like you do trust in a woman, right? I think the priceless, thank you. I think the question about you trusting women, I think it would be more so if you're going to trust yourself to be able to intuitively connect with somebody, the right person. And that is something that you can definitely strengthen, which means that you're in charge of that. Are you a clairvoyant? I am a messenger. It's hard to just... I don't really know what it would classify as. I think it'd be claircognizant. I kind of just get channeled messages, but I also can sometimes see them as well, kind of like drawn out in like, I don't know, it looks like neon lines. But then I also, mostly I'll feel it the way that I would feel if I saw something, if that makes sense. Like, so without actually physically seeing it, I just know what it would feel like if I looked at my grandma right now. And so I know that it's talking about the person's grandma. It's kind of like that. My ex did a job on my end, made it hard to trust. Yeah. I bet. But what a beautiful opportunity of lessons that provided you. And it's really important to focus on just those lessons. Don't ever carry the regret of a situation. Don't ever carry anything that you did willingly out of your own free will. Look for the lessons only, pick those up, and leave all the rest behind. You don't even have to remember the memory that was connected with the lesson. And then the next time around, you just need to do different. Just try a little bit different, even if it's not a lot different, and it's going to be a different outcome. It's when people get stuck feeling like it's going to be the exact same thing again that they don't allow themselves to try different. But it's just like with anything in life, you have to keep trying. If you were to try a backflip today and you were trying to do a backflip, you would probably eat it. You would not make it very far probably if you don't have any training. And so maybe your ex was that coach that came in and you went to go do it and they pulled their hand away last minute to make you have to do it on your own. Or maybe it's somebody that taught you the wrong way, a friend that was trying to teach you and they taught you the wrong way and you ate it. If you really want to learn that backflip, you're going to be getting up again and you're going to fight past that fear and you're going to understand that that was with your previous skill knowledge. But as soon as somebody can come along or an experience can come along that can give you a new skill knowledge, you're ready to get back up there again and try it again. Like my mind is like my past all jumbled together. Yeah, it's all in me. Your mind, if it's getting jumbled like that, just go with whatever the first things are. But you have to write down your priorities so you can start learning how to structure it. Because usually our mind will go whatever place it wants. If you tell it not to think about something, it will not think about something. But you know what? You can also make it think about something by doing the same, but in reverse, right? Like, what I mean is I can never trust another person not to break my heart so bad. Why? Let's think about your ex. Let's figure out why she did what she did. What do you know about her? Nothing connected with you. Nothing personal towards you. But what do you know about her and her journey to where you guys were? So I have a question. It's a lot to type. I can try to keep it basic without giving you all the details. Okay. Or if you're able to call in, you can call in too. You have to trust, otherwise how can you be loved? Right. I guess, yeah, it comes down to what's more important. The heartbreak a couple times or finding that true love. But it also, yeah, so like about your ex, what was not personal about her? Will Lexi meet her future husband before her family vacation? And if you guys can like the live, that would be really helpful. While you're in here, just tap it every once in a while. Go along with the beat of the music. So will Lexi, or every time I say something that you agree with, like it. That would be helpful. Oh, sorry. Will Lexi meet her future husband before the family vacation? No. You may meet somebody that you think could be them, but no. My thing is I feel spiritually lost. I'm missing it all together. I can help you with that. I offer spiritual advice, or spiritual counseling. Oh, I'm also an ordained reverend. She got my daughter taken and put in foster care, and I had to fight to get her back. Okay. And was that her daughter as well? Or was it just your daughter? Yes, you can, Maurice, get a reading about your health and love life. It would need to be a paid reading, though, for those. Okay. So, how was she with her mom? To everyone, you are important, even if they don't make you feel like it. You are. Yes, you are. You're more important than you realize. She loves her mom. Okay. But how was her mom with her? Like, how were her parents with her? Were they real present? Like, were they good? But her mom doesn't love her. Exactly. So here's what happened. It wasn't about you. Her making you lose the child and temporarily into foster care was not about you. What it was about was because we only know what we've learned. And what she learned was not how to mother. She learned how to not care for her daughter the right way. And whether she has different feelings or not, her subconscious was still wired to only know what she knows and what she witnessed and experienced. So she didn't know how to connect in the way that a mother would connect because her mom didn't love her the way that a mother should have loved her. So she didn't feel worthy enough to be a mom, basically. So that's what translated to her failing as a mother. But it was not intentional towards you. It was her failure, yes. And you guys were on the journey together. But this is also why you were able to fight and get your child back. Because that child is somebody very special who was here to break a karmic lesson, to break a karmic cycle, to break a family curse dynamic that was going on. So now it would be most key for her to be able to bond with her daughter in the best, healthiest way if she's willing to, or the daughter to have a very close bond with daddy so that you know that she's getting at least a balanced connection dynamic with her partnerships and parenting. But most beneficial it would be for the daughter to go through counseling now while she's younger to be able to heal any of those mother wounds. So your ex being somebody that you can't trust, that's valid because she was not able to trust herself in the situation either. But that does not mean that it was her intentionally trying to break it with you. She failed. But she wasn't trying to do malice towards you. And she's the one that's going to have to pay for that. She's the one that has to live with that. You're the one with the reward. You were able to pull yourself forward and you got to prove that you deserve that little girl. Which is such a blessing and opportunity. Imagine, if, again, with the sports analogy, imagine if you're in a game and you're sitting on the bench the entire time because you don't have the opportunity to prove yourself. So, her putting it to where you are going to be losing in the situation means that you were able to step up and prove your position, your authority, your respect, your power. And she is dealing with her loss and her failure and her inadequacy. And so it might be translating wrong. It might be her showing anger towards you, but that's just deflecting because she's angry at herself, wouldn't you be? So when it comes to holding on to those memories, it's truly about finding the responsibility of the lesson and leaving the pain of the memory where it was. Let old you and old her have issues. New you knows what to look for. You know that the next time that you date somebody, it might be very helpful to learn about their history with their family first. It helps you to understand where you need to help your daughter to overcome and to heal what is a generational curse at this point. And it helps you to know where your strengths are and where you kicked ass and where you deserve that love. And it doesn't mean that you failed in that relationship. It means that that relationship was a stepping stone so that you had to have this spiritual battle, so you had to have this fight so that you could win it, so that you could level up. And now you have leveled up. So don't allow the trust for future people be impacted by the past one. The only thing that needs to be impacted is when you need to bring that awareness to yourself of it's time for me to get on the move. Because I'm sure there was a point at some point where you're like, she's risking out us losing our baby. And that's the point where it's time for you to step up and take action next time. The second that you start thinking like that. Because that's the biggest lesson out of this. Is that you are the one that's in control. You are the emperor. You are the one that needs to be the one, or not needs to be, but who can be, if you choose to be, the one that's able to save the day when you need to. And you already have proven that. And next time you'll be able to do it that much better. But you have to let the hurt of the pain of the situation release so that you can have your strength up. Because otherwise you're carrying her bags around. She's the one that's supposed to be feeling guilty. She's the one that's supposed to be feeling regrets or whatever, or still trying to learn. You did your work. So set her bags down. You're carrying her luggage at this point. And as long as you're carrying it, she's not going to be able to pick it up because she's going to think, yeah, see, you're the one that feels bad energetically. So set those bags down. You already picked up your lessons. That's all you need to take on. Take on that carry-on bag. You don't need to worry about the rest of her luggage. Let her pick them up now. Because you did your work. Wow, just wow. Thank you. Mark, you're never dating again, ever. Why? What's going on with you, Mark? Let's talk about you now. Hi, baby cutie. I believe you'll find your love. That's really sweet of you. I believe so, too. I know so. As long as he wants it. Is it wrong for me to be skeptical of something like this? Of something like what? Biscuit. Skeptical of something like what? So missing you. See the end of this. I want to feel your kiss against my lips, and now all this time is passing by, but I still can't seem to tell you why it hurts me every time I see you. Realize how much I need you. Who wants to stand with me in the rain? Oh my gosh, standing with you in the rain, that's so cute. Of like tarot readings and stuff. Oh, well that's normal, I think, to doubt it at first. That's totally reasonable. I did too, years ago. Quick question. Sure. Just ask Mr. Cuddles, he's so ginger. Still wear the wedding ring because I meant till death is right, and it's a deterrent, but wow. It doesn't need to be, it could be a promise ring to your daughter. But I would cleanse the energy of it, and I would reassign the meaning of it. because you did make a commitment to your daughter. And again, just like when somebody gets a tattoo of somebody's name on them, it doesn't mean that that love that you had at that time is any different. So it's okay to remember things like that. But it is something that is blocking you as long as you have it assigned to your ex. You give power to whatever you believe in it. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love to believe in it. You know, it's just hard. Okay, that's valid. Well, welcome to my room. I'm AmberEnergy, healer and tarot. If you'd like to check out any of my stuff, you can go on YouTube and search for AmberEnergy, healer and tarot. I do pick-a cards on there for free. They're all timeless, and they will all be for whoever clicks on it and watches that pile at that time, in that moment. And whatever pile you pick intuitively on my pick-a-card readings. That may give you a little taste of how real this stuff can be, because you know for a fact that I'm not being led by anything other than the fact that the universe gave me that message at that time for you, and you picked it. If you'd like in here, I could give you a message as well, and you can see from there. But you do need to be open to it, though, because if you're not, then I get blocked, and I'm not going to get it right. You give power to whatever you believe in it. Okay, okay, it might get broke up into different paragraphs because you can only type so much. Oh yeah, that's understandable. That's true. Smoking gun tie is the only way to break the curse. Timeless equals now. Yes, timeless equals whatever you need to hear at this moment. Whenever you click on the video, at least. We all are here, so we have to love each other. Pat, are you doing yes or no free questions? Yes. For likes, you have to like the thing. I haven't seen any go up lately. Oh wait, I just saw one from Josie. Thank you, Josie. I want to know why I've had so many orbs around me the past few years. I have motion cam videos, 6 minutes. Ooh, I have a video of orbs at my house, on my page, actually. Does that feel good, baby? YouTube is getting so comfortable with their ads, aren't they? Trying to make me pay for a subscription.
Were you recently injured in a
Random
car
boots.
accident? Look at this check for
Seriously, thank you. You're seriously welcome.
$160,000.
And if it was helpful, consider maybe doing perception counseling with me, or coaching with me. Being present means you exist and you are valid, even if no one tells you it's okay to not feel. Yeah. I stumbled on your bra. I know, and that's the blessing. That's how you know that the universe is looking out for you, right? As long as I'm helpful. If you don't think I'm helpful, then I'm sorry that you had to be here. I wasn't even looking. But your subconscious was. I'd like to just say that you're lovely. Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh, and thank you for the rose. Okay, so 6-minute intervals. Now I see them during the day, the past 2 weeks. And animals come up to me all the time. Ooh, exciting. Sounds like you are activating. Are you somebody that's spiritual usually? You are safe, yes. Good morning. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the like. Austin Falcons land 20 feet from me. Oh my god, I was like, oh cool. You should start doing videos of all this stuff if you don't already. And just listen to me and watch me. I turned around yesterday while here's something. I'm Detroit rocking your Eminem. soon if possible. Where am I supposed to move to the center? 2/3 are always around you. It's a Simba. I understand. I thought I was complete. I did reading on and said that I need to sit in my stagnant and will recognize that love. Okay. Fluttering the arm and a deer was standing behind me 24/9. I could go out. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Are you somebody that's normally spiritual? Yeah, let me just deal with one person at a time though, so I don't have. You're stuck there. Oh, you're doing it on purpose. Are you getting hyper? Are you getting? You want attention? You want attention? You want attention? No, I didn't. I'm doing Celtic right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, so fair warning, everybody. I may start getting really confused about who about who has said what. Okay, because channeling amnesia, and I can't choose when it happens. So just heads up. If I do start not remembering what you were talking about or something, like don't take it personal. It's not. Okay. It's just because I get hit with a lot of energy at one time right now. Don't bite the cards. Wish my cat would stay still that long. Simba's my baby. Okay, so is he pulling my hand too? Alright, so Celtic. I'm just going to pull a quick card for each of them. Don't eat it. Do not eat it. Thank you. Okay, so sorry, my cat distracted me. Now he's grabbing my pendulum. Stop! He's trying to tell me it's time to go to bed, I think. Okay. You, mister. Behave. Give me just 2 seconds. Let me give him his attention real quick so he can stop being a little attention bugger. Can you let me finish? Is that a deal? Let me finish. And then we'll go tonight, okay? Stop it! Okay. You still wear the Egyptian eye necklace? I do. Of course. Okay, that was so cute. Thank you. Okay, so let me start over with this. His name is Simba, because I figured he'd always look like a baby lion. Simba, you are being a little bugger. Jealousy, you get the best of me. You resonate with my necklace, thank you. I think it's beautiful. Okay. Here we go. Got my focus track, I think, as long as he doesn't start. I'm just gonna do whoever. I'm not gonna do these in order. I'm not gonna ask their names. I'm gonna do whatever person comes out to do. Okay? So I'm just gonna say the name that comes to mind right before I start saying the message, okay? So just listen for your name. So, Mark. Mark, you're keeping your emotions kind of like hidden because surrounding like a new love or the potential of a new like proposal or new love, because of your fear of you being too, maybe there was abuse in the past that you know, like that you fell into, or maybe you were like feeling domineering, or maybe she made you feel inadequate when it came to like you being the practical and solid leader. And I dropped one? Where? No, I didn't. There are obstacles. There were obstacles. There are obstacles when it comes to relationships. Fear has always been my mind killer. Yes. And what it's going to take is for you to learn how to communicate in a way that is almost innocent and very free-flowing. Like, maybe even if you were to take, because I'm seeing you as somebody that comes in as a little bit avoidant or a fearful avoidant. You get pessimistic about the opportunity of a connection because of what you have to give up for the connection. Which then leads you to an ultimate heartbreak and you feeling like you can't communicate that. This is the perfect song for you. I think. You may have experienced a tower moment, Mark. 1 second, okay? You may have experienced a tower moment. And this is what you need to understand about tower moments. Hello. Tower moments are sent by the universe as a factory reset. Tower moment is when it seems like your whole world has crashed down around you. The reason for them... Okay, thank you for stopping by. The reason for a tower moment. It's nice to meet you too. Make sure you follow so you can come back another time. So, the reason for a tower moment, as you can see on this card here, there's a tower that was built, the Darth Vader. The tower was built, and there was cracks in the foundation. There was places that needed to get repaired, and things that needed to have attention put on them. The people that were living in the tower were comfortable, so they continued to live there without making the repairs. But it becomes unlivable. It becomes unstable, and it becomes toxic. It can become even deadly at times. It's almost like if somebody had black mold in their house and they didn't ever take care of it. So, or if you're in a skyscraper and there's cracks in the foundation of the skyscraper, it's not going to withstand a little bit of turbulence. So, what happens is the universe sends warnings at first, and if those are not responded to properly, then the universe takes it into the universe's hands to knock the entire tower down. Everything that it touches that involved that unstable foundation, everything that is affected by it gets destroyed, gets knocked down, gets taken out, gets burned to the ground, just like a phoenix when it crashes into the earth and burns up into its own fiery hell. So there's only ashes left. The purpose of this is so you have the opportunity to actually rebuild with the materials that are still around you, the rubble around you, and also with new opportunities. Because sometimes people won't, most of the time, people will not leave a situation that they're comfortable in for one that is scary and unknown. But when the universe knows that that situation, yes, you got to screenshot it and then just mirror it back, I guess, if you want to read it. It's kind of like code. Just kidding. But I don't know how to change it. If anybody knows. Oh, wait, maybe I do. No, not flip camera. Oh, mirror your video. There we go. Better? Okay, so what's important about this, though, is that when you experience a tower moment, most people at that point are going to get discouraged, and they're going to get fed up, and they're going to see it as a punishment from the universe. They're going to see it as something that was sent out against them. But it's not. It's kind of like, I've been really stingy about getting a new phone, right? And so I've been actually like putting it off. But I make my living on the phone, like online, on the camera, right? And I've been putting off getting a new one, even though my old camera sucked really bad. So the universe goes and decides to make me drop both of my phones and break both of them so I couldn't use the cameras on them, and forced me to have to buy a new phone, which was a $300 investment. But it was only $300 because I had an update like ready with my account, and so I did have the $300. I used it on the investment, and now I'm so thankful that I got the new phone. I would have never done it on my own. I would have waited and waited and waited and waited and been hurting my potential because of that. I could have also gotten very angry about the phone, or not been willing to give up the money, or something along those lines, you know, and just decided, screw it, I'm just not even going to make videos anymore. I'm not going to go live anymore. But that's not going fluidly with the way that things are crumbling. You have to roll with the punches as they come. And you have to be accountable for the things that you could have prevented. For instance, I didn't have a case or a screen protector on my phone that I had dropped because I was too lazy to go get one. I kept putting it off, which means I was putting my income and my potential and my message that I have for other people off as well. And the universe wasn't having it. So they decided, both phones, same time, so you can't have a backup plan. I never drop my phone. I don't think you understand. Like, this is a very rare opportunity, or a very rare thing that to happen to me. I like never break. I have phones from years ago that don't have broken screens from me, you know, like, but for whatever, for this purpose, it was necessary. And so you have to trust in the process, and that the universe is working for you. And sometimes it's like a hard parent. It knows better than you. It sees what you can't see. And if you burn all your bridges, that's valid. I get that. Okay. If you want to be on an island by yourself. Sometimes it's not about burning the bridge. Sometimes it's about having better barriers around it. And sometimes, weird as you say that, I realize that exact thing happened to me. Yeah. I'm on a limb above a world beyond my sight. And that means that you can pull other people up to that limb. It also means that you have a great viewpoint to see where your next spot should be for your potential. You got up there somehow. That's your fear. That's your fear of you being a fraud. You think that you have imposter syndrome, and you don't. There's no reason for you to think that way anymore. You have every potential to be the romancer that somebody needs. You just have to allow yourself to tap into your emotions and not let them swallow you up. And truly hear other people for theirs. And that takes practice. Let me change it? Or is it a good hurt? Let me know. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm like that too. I like to listen to music that makes me think of situations that made me sad, because it's one of the most healing things I feel. Especially when that day comes that, like, you know that it's not hitting the same as it used to, and you know that you're starting to heal from it. And now you can actually just appreciate the song. I'm going to be sent back to go when I die, but I love you all just the same. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's something that I actually very much failed on for many years, and it tore me up inside. I was that mom. Just so you know. I'm a musician, I write music. Oh, beautiful. Do you have any videos on your page of things that you've done? Thank you for the follow. Ooh, lucid vampire. What a cat and a vampire. I feel like you can see me through the phone. Looking into your soul. And you never turn it back. And to be fair, so yeah, I will. What do you mean, turn off?
Thanks for letting me share.
I lived in Michigan when I was little. I don't remember it at all, though. I just remember snapping turtles. What don't I turn off? Or you never turn off, though? Oh, I picked what? Yeah.
Expedia.
He's been off.
Our members save an average of 15.
This is actually the YouTube playlist that YouTube made for me. It is in like an Eminem zone right here, though, for some reason. My battery on this phone's actually about to die, the one that's playing music. Because for some reason, it doesn't want to be charging. Ah! Well, now I just turned everybody off. Your phone isn't charging either? Okay, so Josie, you said that you have BPD, huh? You did a reading and told me to sit in my stagnancy. Okay, through how do I recognize love when doing that? Gotcha. So wasn't. Hello, Mike. Thank you for the heart. How do you sit in stagnancy and find true love? Sitting up there, feeling so high, but you far away to hold me. Okay, so first lesson, don't get pessimistic about the love just because of what you've lost along the way. Thank you for your help. I hope it helped. Also, understand that it is the Wheel of Fortune is in your favorites. Good luck. This is good luck. Whatever loss you're dealing with is good luck. And the last part of advice for how to find it is to allow yourself to not get comfortable in what you feel like is success and happiness alone, but rather make the quick lifestyle changes that you're needing to make so that you can rapidly transform this lifestyle when you get to that point of comfortability. And then you've got family happiness and completion on the very next step. So embrace this period of time, allow the things that are tumbling to tumble, and allow yourself to rebuild without fear, and allow yourself to not get comfortable once you do make that rebuild with being by yourself. Don't get greedy in that type of aspect, and make that quick lifestyle change once you realize that opportunity is there, and love will be waiting for you right around the corner. You're pretty cool, Rob. Thanks. I appreciate that. Whatever is in that deck about curses, I got it. What? What does that mean? Hello. Without me, maybe I'm the one who put you up there. Don't know why. What's in this deck about curses? This deck doesn't have anything about curses. Won't find out from them. Tell me how to feel. Tell me how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high, but you far away to hold me. I'm the one who put you up there. Rain in the sky, does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could live without me. Live without me. Thank you for the live follow and the likes. More likes the merrier. I gotta go to sleep. Alright, sweet dreams. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes.
I'm on my way to the airport right now to take my dream vacation to New York for 2 weeks. My hotel room was
Thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I was covering my little sign, huh? Oh, it's hard when it's not mirrored. Ah! Okay, move back. There, now I'm feeling actually see it, huh? Stupid. I don't your name is that bad. I don't think so. But my name is Jack, but I go by AmberEnergy. I change my name a lot. So, I'm just kidding. Okay, thanks for that. Just been a tough 2 years for me. Found out my ex cheated on me and lost my mom. Good night. That's why you're in this period. It's time to heal. And if you want to do a full love reading or anything like that, you can definitely book one on my website, where we can actually do it one-on-one without, other people's ears and things like that. Feel free to contact me whenever on there. Okay, I forgot my first question. Second one, why did I see my parallel self translucent? Same clothes. Yes, sorry, I blew off work today. Hey, sometimes you need a day for yourself, right? Take that as a lesson in itself. Sometimes now is the day that you need to do work for yourself. So do something that makes you have fun. Take this day to have fun. Enjoy yourself. Don't think about anything stressful. Don't think about anything responsibility. Just enjoy yourself today instead of the work that you normally have, because maybe you just really needed this break. You've already chosen to stay home and you did it on your free will. So now you don't regret the choice, you live into it. And you live it rather than running from it or feeling bad about it. Make it benefit you. It's already done. So you might as well enjoy it now. Because what good is feeling bad to waste the day? In life, we've got 5 seconds to make a decision, and that decision is going to be the one that we make, and then when we make it, you can't look back. You have to look forward and find whatever the most positive route for you in front of you is after you made that choice. California. I had a crazy dream, almost apocalyptic. Ooh, it's not like I'm in some major tax bracket. Okay, so about this translucent self on film. You saw yourself on film translucent? Nice meet you at Park Southern.
On the first page of our story, the future seems so bright. Then the same turned
In a friend's store, she's a witch. Okay.
don't know why.
It looks like you were actually having a spiritual battle. Are you somebody that doesn't believe in the same things that she believes in? Maybe not like you're against it, but you just have a different set of beliefs.
But you'll always be my hero, even though you lost your mind. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. Well, that's alright, because I like the way it hurts.
Poison. Okay, so I was walking with someone, they started to take a drink of water. I told them not to drink it. It was poisoned, and the Book of Enoch was mentioned. Never heard of that till then. She hasn't shared her stuff. What do you mean she hasn't shared her stuff? Like what she believes in? Yeah, Mac, I'll tell you in 1 second.
Glasses shattered from the fight. In this tug of war, you always win, even when I'm right. 'Cause you feed me fables from you.
I put an open channel to find a witch. Baby, I can't see. Come on. Come on. Keeps me. I put an open channel to find a witch because mine works too much. Yeah, okay. Sorry, that's rude. Can you not show your butt to people? Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that you actually might have been in a state of almost fear, in a way, subconsciously, about the intolerance of whatever the spiritual activity was around you. So this could have been like your higher self or your true self, like your inner self, your spirit self, separating from you as a way of assessing the situation. It's because of fear of judgment, you were actually separating from your body because you didn't fully agree with yourself being in that environment for some reason. There's something that you saw or heard or did or considered or feared that made you feel like, I just need to detach from being responsible for what's going on right now. And so your spirit self stepped out for a second. It's not anything that was bad for you. It's not anything negative. It was just a self-defense, basically, for a situation that you felt like you might be better off with yourself divided during. I would be a little bit cautious of her. Maybe not of her, but of mixing your beliefs with her beliefs. Because there's something that's causing your inner self to be triggered like that. These hugs he gives. Okay, and then Mac. She started yelling at me because she thought I let someone else in the store. Yeah. Now, I would definitely consider the placement in the store also, because it might not have been actually her that you were conflicting with, but there's an energy in that spot. And if she's a witch and she's got people coming in there who do magic, guarantee not all of them are white witches, you know. And so you have to really clear your space and keep yourself protected in such environments. And so if you're somebody that has any type of like godly type beliefs or things like that, it may be conflicting when you're in that type of zone. And it could turn into something where it's like an intolerance of the spiritual tradition, causing you to feel fearful or feeling like you need to be in control of the situation. Rewound the video. My hair stood up on my freaking toes. You should post it. I want to see that really bad. If you'd be willing to, like, post it and then send it to me or something, or keep it. I'm super interested in that kind of thing because I see spirits a lot and I see shadow things a lot and I see, or yeah, like I'm very active with that kind of stuff. So, and stuff gets moved around me a lot. It's kind of the same idea, the out-of-body experience, where your spirit's separated from the body to make a decision of protection and path. Does that feel good? He's got his eyes closed. It seems like it should hurt. Oh, amber is the color of your energy. Yes, it is, actually. And my eyes. Wow. Amber is the color. That's actually where I got my name from. It's because of my amber eyes. Amber is used as a very healing tool for power of protection and healing from illnesses and getting confidence back and helping that sacral and solar plexus. Yeah, that song is amazing. That's like literally like I just love everything about that song. That song and Beautiful Disaster. So, Mac, are you still in here? Strong-willed and charismatic, also the color amber. Yes. Warm, healing, strong-willed, charismatic. What?
Once in your life, once just stop to open your eyes, and instead of moving mountains, let the mountains move you.
The videos I have will change anyone into accepting this for exist. Never posted any. Oh my gosh, I want to see them so bad. Okay, so Mac, your apocalyptic. I can't speak right now. It's time for me to get off live. Your apocalyptic dream. I have a couple on my page that are pretty legit. Not all of them that I have, because most of them are too long for the... Oh my gosh, I want to see them so bad! You have 2 pics of real effing pixies that landed in your hand. The apocalypse would be so sleepy. Judgment. You're fearful of judgment. It's time for you to get your life in order, Mac. Because of the things that are happening in this world right now. I feel like you actually are fearful of Judgment Day. Are you in Pennsylvania by any chance? No, I'm not. Why? It's time for you to overcome any addictions that you may have that and allow yourself to take that leap of faith and that innocent journey, trusting in the universe to guide you. Leave the turbulent behind. Even though the calmer waters means stepping off a cliff, so it's like scary, you're like, I don't know how far this drop is. It's about going towards the calmer waters anyway, trusting that the universe is going to protect you along the way. Don't actually step off a cliff. That's not the advice here. This is a hypothetical cliff. Should I fear hell? Allow yourself to be supportive. But understand that if you're in a toxic relationship, it may not be the place to be supportive. And it may be your time to start a new journey on your own. So take that leap of faith if that's... A toxic relationship doesn't have to be like with a partner. It could be a toxic like dynamic that you're in, by the way. Or if you're dealing with like a lot of loss because of like an imbalance of your responsibilities. That's like a toxic dynamic, you know? Okay, so... Well, at least send them to me just so I can see. Like, I want to see them so bad now that you talked about them. And why not? Let them go viral. Just do it on an account that's not tied to you, and then you can have your choice if you want to reveal yourself later. Anthony Duff, thank you for the heart. I appreciate that. For the heart, me. Okay. And so should you fear hell? No. What you should fear is whatever you feel is the repercussion for your actions. If you're somebody that has done bad things, okay, oh wow, do good things now. Make up for those. If you're somebody, I personally believe in a little bit a different belief than what like Christianity teaches or things like that. You know, I believe that hell and heaven are created in our lives and in our next lives. So, depending on what you do in this life determines how you're going to be living in your next life. So those of us who go through a lot of hardships, it could be our karmic payout for what we experienced in our previous life. I also believe that you're going to be experiencing it in the previous life or in the current life as well, depending on the situation. Not all people that are going through bad things are going through their own self-imposed hell, but there are the people who are putting themselves into that type of dynamic because they are that negative of a energy. So what it's all about is changing your perception of what you deserve and a perception of what you're willing to give, and taking full accountability for what you've done and what you've taken, and then changing, just doing different. That's all you have to do. Just do different, and things will start going in a different projectile. And one of these days, you'll end up getting it right if you keep trying different. Thank you for the cotton shell. Right now I wanna be not okay. I love this song. So tired sitting here waiting. If I hear one more, just be patient. It's always gonna stay the same. Let me just give up. Let me just let go. If this isn't good for me, well, I don't wanna know. Let me just stop trying. Let me just stop fighting. I don't want your good advice or reasons why I'm alright. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. My phone playing it. She flipped when she saw it and bugged me to let her copy it. The only person I let record one or video was the witch that has the store she set her phone cam to. Starting to show on me. You're staring while I'm blinking, but just don't tell me what you see. Sorry, I know I can't sing. Bad luck, hearing one more. Keep your head up. Is it ever gonna change? Let me just give up. Let me just let go. If this isn't good for me, well, I don't wanna know. Let me just stop trying. Let me just stop fighting. That is nice. Good advice or reasons why I'm alright. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. Every single one of you that's in this room right now, sure you can. Thanks. You're too nice. Every single one of you that's in this room right now is going through a time of separation and transportation or transition towards harmony. Just so you guys know. Let me just give up. Let me just let go. This isn't good for me. I don't wanna know. Let me just stop trying. You guys are all gonna make it through. You just have to realize this is temporary. All of you, it's temporary. The only thing that keeps you trapped in the past is the past. Not getting past. It's you bringing it into the present. By still letting it be something that you think controls you, but it's already past. It's already gone. It's already back there. There's no reason that you need to have any even memory of it at this current moment, as long as you got those lessons out of it. The pain does not need to be something that you are self-inflicting on yourself at this current moment because of something that happened previously, because it's never going to be able to happen again. It's not going to ever affect you again. What you're letting affect you is your own self, doing it to yourself now. ruminating on the past makes you your own abuser. I don't drive in the rear view mirror. I feel like a ghost. Maybe that's why I can see you. The ghost is actually a pretty powerful position to be in because you can float around silently and invisible, or you can make yourself seen and known and heard, depending on how much energy you want to put out. And some people won't connect to you the right way, but the ones that will have a very deep connection with you if you're a ghost. And one of your many toys, you don't know me. I kind of think you can. You kind of think I can what? Don't tell me what to say, and don't tell me what to say. Please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. Good answer? Okay. I think I'm going to have to get off of the live right now. See through the phone? I can't. Well, sort of. I mean, I guess because I can read the energies of the people that are on the other side. I can't tell you what you look like, but I do know I know a lot about people, yes. But put me on display. It's because one of the things that I do is I work as a mirror for people, so that's how I am able to connect with the energies. You're welcome. I'm going to get off the live right now. Check out my videos that are on my page. Everybody that's in here, follow me so you can come back on another day. Check out my videos. Check out my YouTube. Check out my website. There's lots of different types of material. It's not all serious stuff. Some of it's weird, some of it's funny, some of it's random, some of it makes no sense probably at all, and some of it's really good advice. So, and some of it's psychic stuff, like tarot and stuff. So check it out. My YouTube, you just search for AmberEnergy Healer and Tarot, and it'll show up. Okay? Thank you for the mirror. I appreciate that. So, last chance to take a screenshot. Peace out, brah. I got an Instagram and a YouTube channel and an album. Awesome! Well, add me, subscribe so that I can subscribe to yours. And then we'll be supporting each other. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. I don't care that everybody's doing these hearts now. I still want to do old school ones. So, alright. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining.